I'm working with the 5 ml tube of the Lace Liquid Now Concealer from Perfect Line Swiss. Please keep in mind, guys, that when you get the product to be dry, you'll not be able to swatch it, you'll not be able to use it until you either melt it in hot water or with your blow dryer. I'm going to go ahead and drop this into hot water for 2 minutes. It's important that the water is boiling hot. Today, I want to show you how to apply the product around the hairline. Most of you already got the application down pat for your parting or for the rest of your lace, but a little bit challenging when it comes to the hairline. If your hairline density is very low, I recommend that you apply the product about 1/4 of an inch behind the thin hairline. I will show you how to apply the product into your parting space on the flip side once the application is done. However, if the density of your hairline is thick enough, you can apply the product straight to the front hairline. When the product is too soft, it could seep through onto your hair. Any application of the product to the hairline, you want to apply it to the hairline when the product is not too soft and runny. Because there's oil in the product, it could reduce the bonding time of your unit. Either way, whether the density of the hairline is thick or thin, I only recommend to put a very thin layer of the product on the hairline in order not to have it interfere with your bonding time. I'm going to go ahead and take the product out of the hot water. See, the product is nice and soft and is now ready to apply. I'm going to start by applying behind the hairline because I want to apply the product closest to the hairline when it is less soft. So I'm just taking my mark to show how far back I'm going to bring the product. I'm not going to go behind here. I only wind up a very small amount of product. Now I'm going to go in this direction. I'm not trying to double up the layer here. Here you'll see the layer is thicker, and in the front, closest to the hairline, I'm not putting too much product. I'm working quickly before the product cools down and becomes solid again. That's it. The application to the hairline is done. So I've covered the tube and I'm going to use the cap to just blend out the product, making sure it's nice and smooth. Go ahead and get my soft comb, and I'm just going to go behind the hairline and I'm going to blend out the product just like this. You can take just the back of your comb just going to place a little in my hand and go in to just clean up any of the product that got onto the hair, bring out the true color of the product, and to add moisture to the product because the product does apply quite matte. You can also decide not to put the product directly on the hairline, but to put it maybe 1/4 of an inch behind the hairline. If the density of the hairline is very thin, I would say do not apply any product about 1/2 inch away from the hairline. And once you install your wig, you would apply the product from the top side. The product does not need to be overly melted at this point. It is creamy, but it is not runny. So I'm going to scoop up a little bit just like so. Place it into my parting and spread it out. As opposed to when I place the product underneath the lace, this way I have better control how much product I'm putting on the low density hairline. You can do this once your wig is installed, or you can do it just like I'm doing it here. Let me just bring that up so you can see it. This is how I apply the product if the density of my wig hairline is too low. So I'm just dipping my brush in a little bit of water and then in this dark brown powder. So for overly plucked, overly thin, balding hairline, do not put any product on it. It's not going to look good. So I just use a little bit of powder to just take out the demarcation line. Medium to low density, balding. I wouldn't recommend to put the product on a balding hairline. Knots not bleached, lace not tint. Only place it on the hairline. Look at that. You can't tell me that that's not my scalp.